SADTU proudly salutes Jacob Mthimkhulu from Chris Hani Secondary in Jouberton, Northwest, for winning the Excellence in Teaching Secondary School category at the National Teaching Awards. Jacob's revolutionary spirit and prizes, including a mobile library for his school and other rewards, symbolize our commitment to empowering learners and communities.
Mr. Tapelo Jacob Mthimkhulu, in addition to the trip, he receives a gift voucher, a tablet and a backpack, cell phone, free website design for the school and teacher training.
Beautiful.
Comrade Mthimkhulu also, nationally, he obtained position 1. Position 1. He also got imoto entshontsha. He also got a car. He is going international. Comrade Mthimkhulu. Viva JB Max, viva! Halala SADTU, halala! Halala SADTU, halala!
My number one supporter. My principal. I do. Thank you so much. My leader.
SADTU what?
Number 1.
Congratulations.
No, I can't live with leadership. Che.
SADTU what? Yeah, let me congratulate you. Let me take this opportunity as Thawale Kitlane, chairperson of SADTU. Let us congratulate you. You have taken our branch up to the highest. You have also taken JV Max to the highest. You have also taken Northwest to the highest. So we are saying thank you. Keep up the good work that you have done. We hope that you are going to encourage most of our comrades to follow suit. Thank you very much, my leader. Thank you.
Mr. Mthimkhulu is a young man. He's a young man from the township of Klerksdorp in Kanana, and I'm currently working here and teaching geography, and I'm a coach, I'm a life coach, I'm an inventor, I'm a community-based person, and I do a lot of things in the community, and it's the one that makes me now to define myself as a national winner. So Mr. Mthimkhulu is a national winner in secondary school teaching, defined by the excellency he creates in the atmosphere of our space of work and also the space in the environment. As a young man, I've started my primaries in Kanana. It's a primary school, Atamela Primary School, and I went on to go to Tutotsebo Secondary School, and I also went to FETS for a year, then I dropped out. I was doing the Bachelor of Sciences in Life Sciences and Geography, and I also had to go to UNISA now to do my education, because it was only an option for me to go to study, because I was depressed, I was stressed, I wanted school, I wanted to be exposed in the varsity. And that's when now I decided to opt for distance learning, because I just wanted to sit with the books. I just wanted to be busy with something. And I went with the UNISA, and that's when I did my BAd and in secondary school, and actually in the FET. And I majored with geography, English, and also psychology. And I went on again to do my honors in psychology, and also be doing my master's in psychology. I have won a National Teaching Award winner in the category Excellence in Teaching Secondary School. The NTA, actually, to me, I didn't know there was something called the NTA. I didn't know at all. To be honest with you, NTA in growing up and doing the things that I was doing. Now, the NTA, to me, I've started with projects in the community, sports and educational projects in the community. And I was still young at that time. I had no idea what life is going to put me. and I was engaged in a lot of projects, in the ICT projects, in the old age projects, in the orphanage projects, in the bursary projects, and all those things. I was just in the great wilderness. I didn't know that these things that I was actually doing and implementing and moving all around are actually going to contribute to my teaching. So when I got into the space of teaching, I implemented all those things now in the schools. Now having to develop the love. Remember that I did not want to be in the teaching profession, but when I got into the teaching profession, I got in with the energy, with the energy, enthusiasm, and with the transformation that I wanted to do in our community, because of the high crime rate, high dropout rate, high teenage pregnancy rate. So me implementing those projects, it was because of those things, now to ensure that every child out there matters, and now they realize their dreams. Now also myself realizing the talent in the community, realizing the potential, realizing so many things, the ability of the children in the community. So now when I got into the space of education, it was like a miracle. It was like a miracle. To my principal approached me and said, there is a national teaching award, national teaching awards. Why don't you enter? And I was like, okay, because I love things. I was like, oh, there is a national teaching awards. Okay, let me read through the criteria and all that. And I wanted to find out everything that I've been doing in the school, in the community, everywhere. I can be able to answer those questions. And last year I've entered, I did not win. I ended go the provincial level in position 2. And it was not, this category, it was not won here. So then I came back, and I came back very strong, because last year I had no idea what is expected of me. But having to come with position 2 last year, the provincial level, it gave me the line to say, you've got a lot. Then I started now to take it serious. Then I entered this year, and I did my best, and that's how my journey begins of the NTA. It began in the community way before I came into the teaching, and when I came into the teaching, I implemented everything: administration, new projects, timetables, engaging learners in debates, promoting them. Now all of them, they're excelling. I've got national players, I've got international people, I've got a lot of graduates, I've got a lot in the community that I impacted, or that I have added in the community. So that's my journey in the NTA. That's how it started, through all those projects that I did not know that they are actually adding something in the education of our nation. I feel like a champion. I feel like a winner. Being a young man in the space of excellence and having to win this big award in the whole of South Africa, actually it's a big toll. It is a big divine turnaround that I believe that the saying that says that when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. You know, sometimes you just do things without expecting something in return. You are doing it with all your might. Sometimes you don't have money, but you do it. You contribute. All of those, they add. Being a winner, to me, it's actually says to me that hard work pays, dedication pays, determination pays. When you put your focus on something and without expecting any applause or anything, something is working behind the closed doors, which is the results of that. The consequences, I can feel them, that I was not, whatever that I was doing, I was not expecting any applause. I was not expecting any praises from any, I was doing them out of love. I was doing them out of joy, out of caring to our people in South Africa, into our community, now to ensure they become better. For them to become better, I become better. Now, here I am. I'm the winner because of them. They are the winners, they made me the winners. I am the winner today, and I feel so good. I feel like I need a bodyguard. I feel like I need I feel like I need to be somewhere, not even here. But I feel good. I feel good. It's a great feeling. It's a wonderful feeling. Having to talk like a champion, you walk like a champion, you dress like everything about you, wherever you go, wherever you walk, you are recognized. Wherever you speak, you must speak like a champion. So it shapes me. It shapes me. I love it because I developed ethics, the principles, the morals, the ethos that I don't know where they're coming from, but they come with winning. So I feel good about being a champion. To all the teachers, and especially to the young incoming teachers, or the one current in the education system, I would say to them, I always say this to them: if you make excuses, you accuse yourself. If you make excuses as a young teacher in the space of delivery, then you accuse yourself. You are in the space, you must understand that as a young educator or as educator, you are in the space of deliverance. You must deliver. So if you make excuses, then you are not going to deliver effectively. You must cancel the spirit of laziness, the spirit of excuse, the spirit of doubt. The first thing about teaching is love. They can say it's a calling, but if you don't have love for what you do as an educator, there is no way that you're going to deliver. So most of the teachers, we just come to the school, it's a good morning, it's a classwork, it's a homework, bye, you go and sleep. You sleep like nothing is happening. I mean, you spend more hours with these learners, 8 hours with these learners. You are the second parent to these learners. If you sleep without thinking about that one learner there who did not understand or who's lacking something, are you saying to me that are you not that inclusive enough to understand that the classroom, the classroom is diverse, so you must reach out to each and every learner in that classroom. And if by doing so, you are able to enjoy what you do, because the more you reach out to these learners, it is the more you will definitely enjoy coming to work. Teachers, we don't understand the work management and the space work management space and the personal management space. So the two must not integrate, but there must be correlation between the two. So when you come to work, you must understand the work ethics. Personality also, you must understand it. So what you do on the outside world, it also influences what you do in the space of education. When you come to teach those learners, what you do outside there, and then you come to teach those learners, it adds value some way. That's learners sometimes they might like, for instance, if you groove with the learners out there, or if you do whatever that you do outside there that is does not show your professional principles, obviously these learners are going to devalue you. These learners are not going to respect you, but they must have value as an educator. Understand the work management and personal space management and have value. And also, it is a fourth industrial revolution. They must understand that time is not static. Strategic approaches must be implemented in the classroom. To win a national teaching award, it's not a matter of the community-based, but it's a matter of how do you teach in a way that these learners are able to have a long-term retention. They are able to solve the 21st century problems. So what strategies are you coming up with? Are you using the basic tools that the department is giving you to say, this is your ATP, follow the ATP. This is your lesson plan, follow the lesson plan. But what more skills can you bring onto the table to ensure that you reach out to these learners? Now, again, the fourth industrial revolution, ICT in the classroom. How do you integrate technology in the classroom? We must make use of the technology in the classroom. These learners are using technology. They are living technology. They've got cell phones, they've got tablets, they've got TVs. How do you teach in a way that these learners are able to remember? And at the same time, what space as a young educator or educator are you creating in your classroom? What values are you bringing into the classroom? Are you making learners to be globally aware of what is happening around the world? Remember, these learners, they sit in the class, but they must be somewhere. And that mindset must stretch to the point that these learners are motivated, are encouraged, are empowered to be actually somewhere. So it's actually, as a young educator, you must be strategic. You must be hybrid, actually. You must be unique. You must be exceptional. You can't be like every individual at the workplace. And you can't be an easy target, let me say that. So you work as a teacher. But every workspace, actually, it needs that. It does not need a crowd that says, hey, no, we cannot do this. Hey, the challenges, hey, the environment, hey, some of us as teachers, we are born in the challenges. We grew up in the challenges. We've seen in our school what was happening. So why can't we transform what was happening and implement it without having to wait for the department to provide us with the necessary resources? We are the resource. So I'm saying to the educators, you are the resource that is needed for that learner to perform. That is needed for that learner to reach their self-actualization, to reach their self-potential. We are the resource. So to the young educators, it is possible. Just go beyond and be still at all the times, occupy your space and deliver. For me, on my side, I want the trip to oversee and 200,000, and I won a library, mobile library for the school, and I got also the 1,000 vouchers at Woolworths, and I won the website for the school, free website for the school, and I also teacher training with Via Africa, and also the BCX training via Telkom. So those are my prizes that I have won. Well, teachers, you must understand that you are the leaders of the nation. You are the ones who drives the nation. You are the ones who transform. Each and every one of us here, we can be able to transact today because we've been transformed by the educator. Let us continue to ensure that we become better to our children, and we become the role models that are needed to the community as a whole. So the more you value yourself as an educator, it is the more you are not going to be accessible easily, and you are not going to be vulnerable. Let me say that. Because one thing I can say to the teachers is that if we cannot treat your profession in a respective way yourself, now you become vulnerable to excuses in the workplace. You become vulnerable to so many things in the workplace. And once you do that, even the learners won't respect you. Once you do that, now you tend to undermine the profession of teaching. And once you undermine the profession of teaching, trust me, you are out. That's when now you talk about your mental health now, your depressions, your stresses, your anxieties, and all those conflicts, they come into the workplace. So the environment is not going to be smooth. The environment is not going to be friendly. Now, at the end of the day, one thing that I've realized as I'm doing my research of the mental health of teachers in secondary schools is that now they become vulnerable to substance abuses, and which contributes now to low performance and lack of performance in the schools. So it is therefore important as educators to value themselves, understand themselves, transform, transact, and all the time understand the ethics, principles, and the morals and the ethos, and also align themselves with the national development plans, align themselves with the sustainable development goals, and also having to set targets and goals for themselves. We are the educators. We are the one who are called to ensure our economy is uplifted. Without us, there is no stable economy. So we must ensure that each and every time we impact, we ensure that these learners are able to go to universities, to be somewhere. We cannot be jealous as educators about the learners. We are called to serve them. We cannot limit them. We cannot judge them. We cannot undermine them. We must by all means to ensure we support them. We put them in our pockets, we put them in our minds, we put them in, but everywhere we go, they must be here. Once we sleep as educators, we must ensure how as educator, there is a learner that you are thinking about. That learner, there is a learner who's when they sleep, they are thinking about this teacher who is playing a big role in their lives or on their lives.
My name is Toli Lempendugane. I'm the Regional Secretary of SADTU in the JB Max region. With us here, We have the leadership of the branch, Tabulikitlane branch. We are in Chris Hani to come and celebrate the win here, Comrade Mthimkhulu, who is attached to Chris Hani as a school in Tabulikitlane branch in our region, JB Max. We must also indicate that Comrade Mthimkhulu is a side steward of SADTU, having won this particular award. We must indicate that as a region, we are very elated indeed to have among us a national winner in the form of Comrade Mthimkhulu, who is also a side steward in SADTU. We are indicating that indeed there is this negativity around the issue of SADTU, to say SADTU educators, they are not teaching, they are not, they are not on time, they are not working, they are lazy and so forth and so on. But what Comrade Mthimkhulu did, in actual fact, it proves that that particular and beyond reasonable doubt that indeed SADTU educators are committed, they understand their duty, they know what is at their duties at hand, and they know what is at stake. And this particular win should really bury the negativity around SADTU as an organization. Because indeed SADTU, we know that we are developmental as an organization. Our first and foremost love is for education as an organization. And Comrade Mthimkhulu has demonstrated, and not only Comrade Mthimkhulu, but we know that in our region, we've got three winners over and above Comrade Mthimkhulu. There is another winner that we have in one of the schools in the region, in Puna Oliphant branch, the side of Aritsoke, and there is another winner go New Vision, who is also attached to Tabulikitlane branch. So indeed, it tells you that Tabulikitlane branch within the region indeed produced these wonderful teachers who are able indeed to play their role. And then we are here to come and celebrate our win. For us as a region, indeed, it makes us very proud to be having a winner or winners among ourselves. It tells you what indeed we are working as an organization. Our people, they understand, they know what they are doing, and indeed the commitment that we have as an organization is really paying out. And we must also indicate that Comrade Mthimkhulu is also attached to a school that is led by a SADTU principal who is a member, the principal who is a member of SADTU. That tells you that particular combination to say that indeed here we have SADTU that is committed to ensuring that we advance education as our core business as an organization. So we must indicate, and we are indicating that we are very elated as an organization, in particular as a region. And then we hope and believe
of course, congratulations to Mr. Tapelo Jacob Mthimkhulu. In addition to the trip, he receives a gift voucher, a tablet and a backpack, cell phone, free website design for the school, and teacher training.
As an organization to say, teachers must be at work on time teaching. That is what we are advocating as SADTU. And indeed, those who aspire indeed to be on the level of what who are able to do what Comrade Mthimkhulu have done. Indeed, they must begin to take us to take their work serious. And then we are also calling upon those comrades, Mthimkhulu and others, to really begin to mentor those who really have that particular passion, who really want to see themselves at the level or having been winners at the level of the NTA. So with those few words, we must indicate that indeed we are very happy, we are very proud of them, and then we wish that they can only move from where they are. They can only move beyond that. They must, by Bambenzalo, let them not lower the standard. Let us all act in a manner that indicates that indeed they are our role models collectively as members of SADTU, and not only as members of SADTU, but also educators in general, to ensure that indeed we advance educational development in our country.
We are having many challenges as a school around here. the toilets being one, the unfinished kitchen being the other, the dilapidated state of our classes over there. But despite all the challenges that we are having of learners who are staying in the underprivileged part of the township, we are achieving despite all odds. And we are proud to have a character of Mr. Mthimkhulu putting us on the map. Congratulations, Mr. Mthimkhulu!